You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Harry's wife. Swollen ankles. You might be surprised to learn that Harry's wife would experience swollen ankles, given the amount of time they spend elevated behind her ears. Nevertheless, it can only come from, hello, that place of arse-licking tedium with regard to the repeated PR puff pieces that it pumps out on behalf of the Duchesses overseas, that tells us in an article by Melanie MacLeod, who clearly would be beheaded by Conor MacLeod for taking the family name in vain. As we're told, Harry's wife's fitness hack explained after fans left confused by bulky ankles during hike. Now, is it the case that those bulky ankles were as a consequence of them being swollen? Quite possibly. But what causes swollen ankles? Well, fortunately for you, Dr. Tudor can take you through a swift rundown of what might be the cause of swollen ankles that result in them being bulky for Harry's wife. First of all, injury. Well, we probably ruled that out because she was seen walking, or at least in the pictures, one assumed that she'd walked to the middle of the road in order to have the photographs taken. So we can rule that out. Apparently, cellulitis is one. Bacterial infections in the skin, when people with diabetes are particularly prone to this type of infection. And it can cause various symptoms, including redness, warm skin, and swelling that spreads rapidly. Some medications can cause the ankles to bulk up. Antidepressants. Is Harry's wife depressed? Birth control pills. People would suggest it's a bit late for those. Testosterone pills. Does she need to be taking those? Calcium channel blockers for high blood pressure. Well, she doesn't necessarily look like somebody that would be suffering from high blood pressure, but who knows? Then there's chronic venous insufficiency, which is a condition that typically affects the valves in the leg veins, but may occur other locations. Then there's blood clots. Sometimes a blood clot or a thrombosis can develop in one of the veins in the arm or leg, which then causes a build-up in the affected limb. Common one, of course, is pregnancy. Swelling is a common side effect of pregnancy, especially in the third trimester. It can affect the ankles, feet, legs, face, and hands. But sometimes it can also be where there is a sudden swelling that it's preeclampsia. If not that, it could be lymphedema. Then again, heart failure is a potential problem. Heart failure occurs when the heart can no longer pump blood as effectively as it should. There are three types: left-sided, right-sided, and congestive heart failure. In right-sided and congestive heart failure, reduction in blood flow out of the heart causes blood to back up into the veins, and this can lead to a build-up in the tissues, including the legs and the ankles. Chronic kidney disease could be an explanation, liver disease, or hypothyroidism. So there's potentially a range of causes that might be resulting in these swollen, bulky ankles. So having gone through all of those, and you could make your own mind up, I suppose we'd better find out from Hello what the dickens they're going on about to suggest that there's a case of swollen ankles. Now, as you'll see in the thumbnail, it's displayed upon your mobile phone, your cell phone, your PC, laptop, computer, or even your television screen. If you're having these chocolatey, velvety tones booming throughout your house, you can see the old chicken legs of Harry's wife on display. In that particular picture, there is no evidence of swollen ankles. Indeed, you might even suggest that a bit of swelling up would do them some good. But let's find out what Hello have got to say about this see-through and transparent attempt to try and get Harry's wife into the news. Whether she's at a fancy event or out hiking, Harry's wife always looks incredible. Debatable. But her latest appearance sparked questions among fans. Well, it's not difficult that they're going to be confused because the fans that she have are invariably short on the old supply of brain cells. The Duchess of Sussex was spotted hiking with friends at the weekend. She wasn't spotted, she ensured that everybody knew about it by being papped. While her husband, Prince Harry, was at King Charles's coronation, and though she looked fabulous, seriously, come on, hello, how can you say she looked fabulous? The hat looked ridiculous, the top looked dirty and was ill-fitting. She looked a mess. One doesn't expect her to be stepping out in a ball gown, but come on. And to suggest that it was a casual ensemble perfect for hiking. Her ankles looked noticeably bulkier than usual. Were they swollen, perhaps, and had to be hidden? Harry's wife, who is famed for her long, lean legs, well, more usually famed for them looking like chicken legs, and ultra-slim ankles, surprised royal watchers with her noticeably different ankles, which were swaddled in winter socks. How could they be different if you couldn't see them? Despite the balmy California weather, one perturbed fan commented, "Harry's wife's ankles look bulky here. Wonder if she's okay." The former Suits Stars fans need not worry about her health. Oh, you can all relax, all two of you. The reason her ankles look this way is because she's wearing ankle weights, which also explains why she's layered up in woolly socks, to stop the weights moving around. Oh, but of course, it was so obvious. Nothing to do with swollen ankles being covered up whatsoever, but all to do with ankle weights. Fortunately, because most readers of Hello are a bit dim, Hello very helpfully tells us what ankle weights are. Ankle weights are looped weights that you wear around your ankles. No shit. I would never have thought that ankle weights were weights that you wore around your ankles. I thought you placed them on your shoulders, but what would I know? Apparently they work by adding a constant but comfortable resistance to your workout, making your muscles work harder during even the most simple of moves, such as walking. Ankle weights are also handy if you're recovering from an injury, as they can be used to strengthen during rehab. Ankle weights aren't just for hiking. They can be used to intensify body weight exercises too, such as leg raises. Adding an ankle weight to a leg raise intensifies it's better for toning, and they can be used in all kinds of workouts, from yoga to aerobics, boxing, Pilates, and walking. The fitness gadgets are also handy if you're recovering from an injury, as they can be used to strengthen during rehab. Harry's wife isn't the only fan of adding ankle weights to her workouts. Halle Berry regularly adds them to her exercises too, while Hailey Bieber uses them during donkey kicks to tone her glutes. Fellow actress Kate Hudson adds ankle weights to her Pilates sessions, with her trainer Nicole Stewart telling Self, "Ankle weights are a great way to change things up, work your lower body more. Kate just likes to turn them on to switch things up." As well as her ankle weights, Harry's wife was wearing a weighted waist belt, another tool to intensify her hike. Harry's wife's passion for hiking and her use of resistance during her walks could be the reason Harry's wife has such lean-toned legs, as walking is a great way to exercise her legs.
"One of the most important yet underrated exercises to get toned legs is walking,"
confirms fitness professional David Weiner, who works with fitness app Freeletics.
"Walking has so many different mental and physical health benefits and is incredibly important if you want toned legs. I always recommend that if you can walk somewhere, then walk," David continues. "Swapping that 10-minute car journey for a 20-minute walk can truly be the difference in not only leading a healthier lifestyle, but getting amazing toned legs."
How fucking slow do you drive? If it takes you 10 minutes to do something, you could walk in 20 minutes. Astonishing. But there's more, as we're being told all about the fact that it isn't swollen ankles. No! It's all about her health regimen, because we're on about her hiking boots next. The Duchess was well prepared for her hike. As well as her ankle weights and weight belt, she donned a serious pair of hiking boots, which have since sold out. Oh, how about that? After the photos of the Duchess dropped online, fellow A-lister, neither of them are A-listers, Chrissy Teigen took to Instagram to demand to know where Harry's wife's boots were from. "As a leggings addict, I love this outfit for real," she wrote on Instagram before adding, "Does anyone know what the boots are?" Yeah, fucking boots, I should imagine. Another Instagram account hunted the boots down for Chrissy, revealing that Harry's wife's hiking footwear of choice is the Merrell Azura waterproof hiking boots in the colourway Espresso Apricot. As with many items that get the Harry's wife seal of approval, or rather the merching of doom, the boots are now sold out. I bet they're not. However, there are many other options on Merrell's website to allow hikers to copy the Duchess's low-key, bag lady, look. We're then treated to a selection of photographs showing off her delightful toned legs. Oh, what joy! And I'm going to spare you all of that because it's frankly tedious. So the suggestion might have been there's something wrong with her ankles, but it isn't. It's just her doing some working out, which the world now needs to know, and some further merchandising off the back of it. At times like this, it really makes me want to take a gun and start shooting people. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.